Hi everyone, very warm welcome you all. And today's video we are going to discuss forms of poetry, which is a form of literature. And in this video we will cover sonnet, lyric poetry, elegies, epic poetry, pastoral poems, epigraph, ballad, ode. And this topic, forms of poetry, which is very important for UP, TGT, PGT exams because there is a topic and this is in the syllabus of UP, TGT, PGT exams of English literature and also important for your other exams like KVS, NVS, DSSSB. So, in please watch this video till the end because you are going to get some important piece of information related to the forms of poetry. And without any delay we are moving towards the topic of the day. And friends, if you're visiting first time on this channel, please do subscribe the channel and also share this video with your friends and watch other videos of this channel because you will get more important videos for your exam point of view. And in all videos I have mentioned only that important things, contents which are important, which are informative, and which are asked in your exams. So without any delay, let's begin the topic. So friends, first we will begin with the poetry. What is poetry is all about? Poetry is derived from the Greek word poesis, which means making, and is a form of literature that uses aesthetics and often rhythmic qualities of language such as phonesthetics, sound symbolism, and meter to evoke emotions or meaning or feelings. Yes, the poetry is overall we can say that it is a genre, it is a form of literature through which a poet or a man expresses or a person expresses his thoughts through the language that is rhythmic in its quality and also use meter, also use syllables to express their thoughts or his thoughts. That is called poetry. And we have the definition of William Wordsworth. The poetry is a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. It takes its origin from emotion recollected in tranquility. This is what natural poet or nature worshipper of nature William Wordsworth had said about poetry. Now we are going to discuss what is the form of poetry we have. And the first we have the sonnet. It is a poem of 14 lines. Yes, we all know that a sonnet has a 14 lines poem, and it is popular form from late middle ages. It can be divided into octave and sestet. In Petrarchan form there is a two types of forms of sonnet: Petrarchan form and also Elizabethan form. The Petrarchan form is divided into two thing, that is octave and sestet. And Elizabethan form of sonnet is divided into three quatrains and a couplet. Three quatrains of four line and also a couplet in at the last of the poem. In the 16th century, Sir Thomas Waite, who is credited with introducing the sonnet form into English literature. Yes, Thomas Waite जो थे, he was the poet who introduced sonnet in English literature. इंग्लैंड में sonnet थॉमस वेट ने इंट्रोड्यूस किया था. A traditional Italian or Petrarchan sonnet follows the rhyme scheme ABBA, ABBA, CDE, CDE. This is the form of the Petrarchan form जिसमें आपका sonnet जो rhyme scheme जो follow करती है, that is ABBA, ABBA, CDE, CDE. And we have the example of John Milton's On His Blindness is the perfect example of Petrarchan sonnet which follows the rhyme scheme of ABBA, ABBA, CDE, CDE. And also English or Shakespearean sonnet follows the rhyme scheme of AB, AB, CD, CD, E, F, E, F, G, G because it has a couplet at the end of the poem. So GG is called is couplet, and this is also called Shakespearean sonnet because William Wordsworth Shakespeare has used it very brilliantly in his sonnets. He had written 154 sonnets and he had written on this rhyming scheme AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, and GG. And the example we have Time and Love of William Shakespeare sonnet is the fine example of this category of English or Shakespearean sonnet. Next we have lyric poetry. It is a form of poetry and is subject of being sung to the accompaniment of musical instrument that expresses intense personal emotions in the manner suggestive of a song. Yes, lyric poetry is related to the accompaniment of म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट, जिसमें म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट यूज होते हैं, जिसमें पोएट या एक पर्सन अपने थॉट्स को, इंटेंस फीलिंग, पर्सनल फीलिंग को अपने एक्सप्रेस करता है, इमोशंस को एक्सप्रेस करता है थ्रू सॉन्ग्स, दैट इज कॉल्ड लिरिक पोइट्री। दैट अगर हम अभी के करेंटली जो सॉन्ग्स की बात करते हैं, दैट इज कम्स अंडर द कैटेगरी ऑफ द लिरिकल पोइट्री, एंड दिस टाइप ऑफ पोइट्री एक्सप्रेसेस द थॉट्स एंड फीलिंग्स ऑफ अ पोएट। एडगर एलन पोज, Annabel Lee is the fine example of lyrical poetry. Next we have ode. Ode comes from Greek adlin, which meaning to sing or chant, जिसका मतलब होता है ode is also a form of poetry and it means to sing or chant. It belongs to the long varied traditional tradition of lyric poetry. ये भी आपके lyric poetry से belong करती है, because जहाँ पे सिंगिंग की बात आती है, इमोशंस जो पोएट अपने एक्सप्रेस करता है थ्रू सॉन्ग्स करता है, सॉन्ग्स के थ्रू करता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड लिरिक पोएट्री। एंड ओड इज ऑल्सो फॉर्म ऑफ लिरिक पोएट्री। It's accompanied by music and dance. Yes, it has ode has a music and dance and reserve romantic poet to convey their strongest sentiment. यहाँ पे strongest sentiment जो poets की होती है, एक person की होती है, they expresses that things through ode, and it can be generalized the formal address to an event or person or thing not present, जो इंसान प्रेजेंट नहीं होता है, और इसमें थोड़ी सी सीरियसनेस होती है, ओड में थोड़ा सीरियसनेस होता है। एंड देयर आर थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ ओड, होरेसियन, पेंडेरिक, and also irregular ode. We can say that there are three types of form. William Wordsworth ode on imitations of immorality from recollections of early childhood is the fine example of the ode, which is a form of poetry. Friends, next form of poetry we have elegy. And elegy is a poetic term, is a funeral song. Yes friend, funeral song means किसी की मृत्यु पे जो गाना गाया जाता है, जिसकी मेमोरी में कोई गाना गाया जाता है, that is called elegy. And elegy is a poetic form genre that is composed while a person lost his loving ones. जब एक इंसान, एक पर्सन अपने लविंग वंस को लॉस कर देता है, जब उसकी मृत्यु हो जाती है उसके लविंग वन से, द थिंग, द poetic lines composed in the memory of that person, that is called elegy. And it is also called as a melancholy poem written to mourn the death of someone who is very personal and close to the heart. The first elegy were written in Roman and Greek, and Thomas Gray's An Elegy written in Country Churchyard is the best example of an elegiac poem. Next we have Adele. Adele is a short poem descriptive of rustic life. Yes friends, elegy is also a form of poetry, and it is related to the short poem of a pastoral or rural character, in which there is a description elements of landscape depicted or suggested by the poet. So overall, what is Adele? Adele is a descriptive or a description in which a poet composes lines about the rustic life, about the pastoral life, or a rural character, written in the style of Theocritus, short pastoral poems of Adele's. Lord Alfred Tennyson's Adele of the King is the best example of this category, this genre of poetry. Next we have epic. Yes, we all know what is epic. Epic is a long narrative in verse form. Yes, it is a long narrative poem जो narrative narration होता है, जिसमें एक स्टोरी दूसरी स्टोरी से कनेक्टेड होती है, that is called a narrative poem. And जिसमें एक narration होता है किसी भी स्टोरी का, किसी भी कैरेक्टर का, और वो बहुत ही लॉन्ग होती है in compare to other poetry or other form of poetry, verse form, and also concerning serious subject. Yes, epic poetry is written about a serious subject पे लिखी जाती है, that tells the heroic journey of a single person or a group of person, जो एक heroic journey को describe करता है, डिस्कस करता है इन अ नैरेटिव फॉर्म, दैट इज कॉल्ड एपिक पोइट्री, जिसमें सुपर नेचुरल क्वालिटीज होती हैं, एलिमेंट्स होते हैं, दैट इज डिस्क्राइब्ड by the poet in epic poetry. And it is the best example we have Homer's Iliad and Odyssey is the fine example of epic poetry, and also Milton's Paradise Lost is also the fine example of an epic poetry. Next we have ballad. It is a form of verse. Yes, ये verse का form है, एक poetic form है, often a narrative set to music. It is also in a form of narration, and there is a description of music. There is a elements of music is described or is composed in the lines of the ballad poem. The word ballad has been taken from Latin was ballare, which means dancing song. Yes, friends, ballad is called a dancing song. And John Keats' La Belle Dame Sans Mercy, which means a lady without mercy, is the fine example of ballad poetry. Friends, we are here discussing the form of poetry in a very brief way so that you can understand the maximum form of poetry here in a one video, and later on we will discuss each and every form with its full content in our upcoming videos. Now moving on to the next form of poetry, we have acrostic. Acrostic, it is a poem in which the first and last and the other letters in a line spell out a particular word or phrase. Yes friends, एक्रोस्टिक इज अ पोयम जिसमें से आप जितनी भी लाइंस होती हैं एक्रोस्टिक जो पोयम में कंपोज की जाती हैं लाइंस, उसका जो पहला लेटर लोगे आप, देन द फर्स्ट लेटर ऑफ ईच लाइंस क्रिएट्स अ न्यू वर्ड दैट इज कॉल्ड वर्ड और फ्रेज दैट इज कॉल्ड acrostic poem. The most common and simple form of this type of poem is where the first letter of each line spell out a word or phrase. Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland is a fine example of acrostic poem in which the each first character, first word of each line creates a new word, new phrase that is called acrostic poem. Now moving on to the next form of poetry. We have another is the pastoral poems. The originator of pastoral was Greek poet Theocritus. Yes, friends, the founder and the originator of this poem, the pastoral poem, was Greek poet Theocritus. And pastoral is a conventional poem expressing an urban poet's nostalgic image of the life of shepherds and the rural folk in an idealized natural setting. Yes, a poet, when he feels something, he remembers something past which he has gone through or which he has seen in his life, and the the image which he describes through the poetic lines of the life of the rustic or shepherds person or rural people, that is called pastoral poems. yes, जहाँ पे रस्टिक लाइफ या शेफर्ड्स की लाइफ को डिस्कस करता है पोएट, उसके लिए कुछ लाइंस लिखता है, पोएटिक लाइंस लिखता है अपने पुराने दिनों को याद करते हुए इन ए idealized natural setting. Yes, the setting of the pastoral poem is must be natural, must be idealized in a natural way or in the lap of nature, that is called pastoral poems. And Theocritus, the Greek poet Theocritus, was the originator of this kind of poetry, the pastoral poem. Edmund Spencer Shepherd's Calendar is the fine example of this category or this genre of poetry. Next, we have epigraph. It is a very short poem, usually 2 or 4 lines long, with simple rhyming scheme. जो epigraph poems होती हैं, they are very simple. They are about 2 or 4 lines long, and the goal of the main purpose of epigraph is to sum up a brief bit or of wit or wisdom in poetic forms. जो epigraph आप must be you have seen the Francis Bacon's essays. He had used epigraphic style or epigraph in his essays because he has given the thoughts and the emotions and very difficult thoughts in a very brief way. That is called the epigraph poem, and the bit of wit is or wisdom in a form of poetry to sum up that things in a few lines, that is called epigraph. Alexander Pope's epigraph is, I am his highness dog at lee, pray tell me sir whose dog are you. This is the epigraph style or epigraphical poem of lines from the poet Alexander Pope. Last and video we have here, mock epic poem. Mock heroic, this is also called mock heroic epic poem, is a term used to describe poems which use a very grand and formal style to describe a common or trivial subject for which this style is not appropriate. Epic poem, you have seen there is a grand style, there is a narrative poems, that is called long and narrative poems, and grand style supernatural qualities are used. And in mock epic poem, and you will see that these all are elements are used in mock epic poem, like grand style, supernatural qualities, and that is also long in itself, but they are not of a serious subject. While epic poetry is a serious subject, is on serious subject, and it has a grand style, but mock epic has a trivial subject, it has a mean subject to. And they also use, the poet also use the same dramatic style, the same poetic style which is used for एपिक पोएम। जहाँ पे मॉक एपिक और एपिक पोएम में डिफरेंस यही होता है कि एपिक पोएम में जो होती हैं वो ग्रैंड स्टाइल यूज करी जाती हैं, और वहाँ पे सीरियस सब्जेक्ट होता है, सब्जेक्ट मैटर मस्ट बी सीरियस इन एपिक पोएट्री। वाइल इन मॉक एपिक पोएट्री दे डिस्कस ओवर अ ट्रिवियल सब्जेक्ट और अ मीन सब्जेक्ट विच हैज नो मीनिंग, जिसका कोई मतलब नहीं होता है, दैट इज डिस्कस अंडर दिस जेनर ऑफ पोएट्री विच इज कॉल्ड मॉक एपिक पोएट्री। एंड इट्स लीड्स टू कॉमिक इफेक्ट, ये होती है, ये कॉमिक इफेक्ट को लीड करती है, बिकॉज when something is discussed on a trivial subject, on a mean subject, then it creates laughter, and this style of poem is mismatched with the subject. And we have the fine example of this category, this poem, mock epic poem Alexander Pope's The Rape of the Lock, which जिसमें जो मेन कैरेक्टर, लीड कैरेक्टर होती है, वो उसके बाल को का चोरी हो जाना, दैट इज डिस्कस इन थ्रू आउट द पोएम of the Alexander Pope's The Rape of the Lock. So friends, here we had discussed very important poetic forms of the literature here in this form of poetry. Later on we will discuss each and every form in a detailed way in our coming videos. Till then, keep connecting English Zone, and please do share this video, and also if you like the video, please give a thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching this.